Reynolds, and I'm with 3dgameman.com, and this is video review number 10 for August the 28th, year 2000. Remember, folks, these videos are completely unedited, and these are only my opinions. Today I'll be looking at the ATI Radeon 64 meg VIVO video card. First of all, I'm going to actually take a look at the card itself. So let's swing over and... Okay, what you're looking at here, the top card is of course the Radeon card, and all my slots in this motherboard, which being the 8-bit SE6 i815E Intel chipset motherboard, is full. 6 PCI slots are full, and it works fine with the Radeon card. I did have some issues with this card. They were due to previous drivers from other video cards, mainly the Voodoo 5 5500 and the DDR from Creative Labs. And the other issue I had was with the PCI cards themselves. I did have to move them around, namely moving the Sound Blaster Live to the last PCI slot. So if you are having problems with your Radeon card, remember to either do a clean install, and if that doesn't seem to work, you can also try to put your sound card, whatever it may be, in my case it's a Sound Blaster Live value, and put it on the last PCI card. That way you're pretty much ensured to have the IRQs of the sound card and the Radeon completely separate. In my case, my IRQ is 5 for the Radeon card. Let's just take the Radeon card out. If you look at the card here, it does have a very neat looking heatsink and fan setup. This card is OEM, and it does come with 5.5 nanosecond RAM. And if we look at the back, we see coax in and out, S-video out, and of course the monitor hookup. And the back of the card, more 5.5 nanosecond RAM. This card being and having 5.5 nanosecond RAM, I was thinking that it would be 183 megahertz. However, PowerStrip does detect it as being 166, and I cannot seem to get it stable at 183. So I do not even use PowerStrip. I just leave it at its default for the OEM 166 megahertz. So that's a little disappointing. However, I don't know if that's PowerStrip's an issue with PowerStrip. I know that there is a PowerStrip version 3 being released very, very shortly, which will enable all the features of this chipset, and maybe it is just a PowerStrip issue. But a lot of people are wondering about why the OEMs are clocked at 166 and not at 183. It's a very confusing issue, and people are saying as well that the retails are at 183, and you can overclock those to 200. But that is really only speculation. Some people get the OEMs up to 183 and even higher, so maybe it's dependent on the OEM card you get. So now to go into the other options on this card, of course it has all the feature sets of any other card, whether it be a 5500, a GeForce card that has full screen activation, bump mapping, something that's a little bit different than the other cards, true bump mapping, and some other features that would come and be enabled with DirectX 8. So overall, I like this card a lot. Actually, this is going to stay in my system. Certainly, I like it for the fact that it does very, very good 2D quality, as well as 3D image quality. It's very crisp, very clean, very, very clear. So it's a great card. I have a ViewSonic P815-3 monitor, and I have it running at 1600 by 1200 at 85 hertz, and the text, the 2D text, is very, very, very crisp. The only other card I've seen so crisp as this would be the Matrox G400 card, which was as well very, very crisp in 2D. But this card is not lacking in 3D at all. It has a very, very good benchmarks on Soldier of Fortune, on other games, Quake 3 Arena, Daikatana, a lot of other games, and it works. If you have any issues, once you get those issues straightened away, this card performs very, very well in every game that I've tried, and there was a few. So I'm going to just go back with a few other outlines, points about this card, and sum this video review up. Some other additional points which are worth mentioning is that if you have a VIA chipset motherboard, the latest drivers that have been released will fix any problems you're having with the VIA chipsets. Also, I would like to talk about the capture, the video in and the video out. The video out is excellent. The video in is kind of very poor. If you are used to your TV Wonder card or any TV tuner card that can capture video using S-Video in, you'll certainly see that it's not up to par with that. That is not to be expected, certainly from a card that has a coax in. So that's not really a big issue. I put back in my TV Wonder card due to the simple fact that the video in capture was not that great. Not for me anyhow. I didn't really like the way the blurriness was on the video in. The only other option you had in that case would be the Radeon All-in Wonder card, which is being released very, very shortly. So that would be the card to get, certainly, if you want TV tuner, great video in, all around excellent card. I'm sure the All-in Wonder Radeon 64 meg would be great. But overall, this card, the Radeon 64 VIVO card, is an excellent card. Unprecedented 2D quality and 3D quality. In every game that I've tried, it was very bright. Soldier of Fortune, Quake 3 Arena, Daikatana, all the games worked. So very, very, very impressive card, and the frame rates as well being very impressive. As a matter of fact, I was playing Soldier of Fortune at 1600 by 1200. So that's very impressive and very, very playable at that resolution as well. So overall, beautiful card. Absolutely recommend you buy this product. It's relatively cheap. It's around $420 Canadian. For a card that's 64 megs and has excellent 2D quality and excellent 3D quality, it's a bargain. It's an excellent card. So I give this card an 8.5 out of 10. I would give it higher, except for there are some issues with the card with regards to compatibility. But just remember that you need to, if you had a previous card, completely uninstall the drivers, maybe even do a fresh install, and make sure that you have that IRQ separate from your sound card, and you should be fine. So 8.5 out of 10, excellent product. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review for www.3dgameman.com. Next week, I'll be looking at the new 8-bit T7 RAID with a Duron 650 and the Global Win heat sink and fan. So stay tuned to that. Until then, take care.